like you to slow down, please, mate. Isn't it funny that I tell you that I'm a bad passenger and you always drive?
I know,
like
why do I do that? Why do I do that?
We're ready, we're rolling, yeah. Alright, so we've got Lenny The Geeza back on the channel. We're looking at his Volkswagen Golf R today, it's MK7.5, so...
Yeah, so you went out in the last one, the Lapis blue one.
It seems to handle quite well, as well. It's a proper little machine, isn't it?
And I'm going to show you the absolutely huge, monumental differences between the 7 and the 7.5.
So there's loads of differences in there?
Not really.
No, there is a lot of difference.
Not really.
Come on.
Really. And I suppose, yeah, the dash, like the, obviously you've got the virtual, I don't even know what they call it. What was the time? It's 9:15 on the Sunday.
Hold on, is it called? Yeah, it is.
Do you know what I mean?
Right,
so what
let's get that clear. We're both tired. It's early in the morning. It's freezing outside.
Virtual driver's display, is that what it's called? I don't know. It's telling me my door's open anyway, so.
But do you know what? When I got in this car the other day, the first thing I noticed was that bloody screen.
Yeah, it looks awesome, doesn't it? So, I mean, obviously it's been out in the Audis for a couple of years now, I think, hasn't it?
Yeah, the first car I drove with that in it was an R8 V10 Plus.
Yeah. So you can have the sat nav inside the screen with the rev counter and the.
Oh, so you can change it?
Yeah, so you can change it about as well. Yeah, so it's good, it's nice. And then obviously on this screen you've got the, I mean, you can change this about as well. So I've got kilowatts, I've got like bar boosts, and then the G-force.
That is so
cool. It's like GTR.
GTR does all that, but that looks a lot more modern than GTR.
Yeah, so yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I just love it.
You do love it.
I mean, you know, I love that last one so much, and this one just does everything a little bit better. And I think it looks a little bit better as well.
You went for a completely different look.
Yeah, I kind of miss the Lapis blue. I think it's such a lovely colour, but you can't really go wrong with black.
Everything black.
Can you?
Black
You can't.
windows, black wheels, black
Nah,
car.
exactly. And I've got obviously my carbon wing mirrors, and I've got my new carbon steering wheel.
Should we talk about your steering wheel?
Should we talk about the steering wheel?
So we've sort of put this video off for a little while because Lenny wanted to get his new steering wheel before we've done the video. Who done the steering wheel?
So it's from Milltek, who are obviously known for their exhausts and stuff like that.
Really?
But they're importing these, so yeah, that's where I got that from. But I spec mine with full carbon and then the blue stitch, because obviously in the Golf R you've got the blue interior lights here. So yeah, that's it. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not a heavily modified car, but I've sort of modified it to how I want it. Do you know what I mean?
Have,
you know,
yeah.
I'm 34 years old. Do you know what I mean? I use this car every day. You know, I'll take my mum and dad for Sunday lunch in it, so I can't have it on like air ride and you know, silly like
big exhaust and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not into it like that. I like it as it is, as just a nice car. So
well, at least you've done a couple of things to it, you know.
But the best thing about it, which is your fault.
See, the last time we done a video together, that was
when
where
I drove your GTR.
I know.
Do you know what it is for me?
The dump valve.
That takes me back. Oh, I
love the dump valve more than anything, didn't you?
I love it. I absolutely love it.
You love the dump valve.
Oh mate, honestly, you like, and I didn't tell. Let me get out of the sun because that's doing my head in.
Yeah, let's go for a little drive. Let's go for a little drive.
So, I
seatbelts on, yeah.
Yeah, Forge Motorsport contacted me, right?
What, when you
when I got
car?
this, and they said, look, we're doing a few bits for the 7.5. You know, let's sort you out, sort of thing. So, carbon fibre reduction kit, and I said, do you do a dump valve for them? And I haven't had a dump valve for 15 years. You know, I had one of my Series 2 RS Turbo, and I was just like,
you love that.
Do you know what? Do you know, it just takes me back to my youth, and it's not indicating. No indicators in a Nissan.
Do you know
Nissan Micro convertible.
Hold on. Can we get on to the Nissan Micros?
This is a PG channel, isn't it? Because if that was anything, I would have been swearing like anything.
I know, you almost swore then.
Oh.
But Nissan Micro convertible, that's a bad mix. But anyway,
so back to Forge Motorsport. So
Forge Motorsport,
carbon fibre reduction kit and a dump valve. And
that is a crisp dump valve.
It just makes me smile. It makes me smile. Do you know what? I didn't tell my wife Holly that I was doing that, and I sort of forgot to tell her. So the first time she went out of it, she was like, "What was that noise?" I was like, "Yes, that's a dump valve, babe." She was like,
"What the hell is a dump valve?"
What the hell is a dump valve? But B, Lenny, you're 34 years old. It's time to grow up. And you imagine that in like a Scottish accent sounded even more aggressive as well. I was just...
She really on the spot.
Yeah, she ruined me, yeah, but...
Let's have a little listen to the dump valve. Do you know...
you know what?
It is addictive, isn't it?
I said in my head, because obviously I work for Urban Automotive, and Range Rovers are my thing. You know, that's what I want. And I gave myself a goal, year and a half. You know, I got this for 2 years, so you know, after the 2 year lease, I want a Range Rover Sport. That's what I'm going to get, an Urban Range Rover Sport. So I kind of got it in my head that this would be my last sort of fun car to have. Do you know what I mean? Like something a bit more sporty.
A youthful sports hatch.
Youthful sports. It's a hot hatch, isn't it? So
it is, yeah.
This was. I got that in my head, so I thought, well, look,
let's have a bit of fun.
Let me have a last bit of fun. But this is the new 7-speed DSG gearbox.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well.
And it's so much more responsive. Now, like, the thing
you know what?
Honestly, your GTR has got like twice the power of this. It's just enough. Do you know what I say about these? You know, I think it's just enough. If you're like a sort of intermediate, like fast driver, it's just enough for you to have fun with, but not get yourself in trouble with.
There's some serious force there, isn't there?
And I just think, you know, I like to think I'm a good driver, but I wouldn't be able to drive. I think we discussed this in the last video. Like, I wouldn't be able to drive like a, you know, 500 brake C63 on its limits around the country. You know, around the country. But with this,
you're comfortable.
You're just enough, you know, 4-wheel drive, 310, maybe 315-ish with the induction kit. But yeah, I just really love it. I think the car's so well balanced, and you know,
four-wheel drive, four doors, 5 door,
5 door. It's just a little bit of everything. Do you know what I mean? And then you can just sit and cruise in 7th gear because of the new DSG, and just sit and cruise at like 35 miles a gallon. But
7 gears in a Golf.
I know, it's crazy.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I'd done a video in this Lamborghini. I drove a Lamborghini Huracan the other day, and as I was doing the video, the car didn't remind me of a Golf R, but the Volkswagen Golf R come to mind.
Yeah.
And the reason was because the bloody gearbox and the way the engine just delivers power, and that's perfect.
Cars like that give you confidence.
Yeah,
don't they?
So much better.
They just give you confidence, and like I say, if you're not like a racing driver and you like things with traction control and stuff like that, you know, you can drive a Huracan quite quickly and feel like you're a bit of a hero in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
can. They're not too leery, are they?
No,
they're very.
But I think this is relatively the same. Roads are a bit greasy with all the grit, aren't they? But yeah, I mean, we go back to the Audi S3, RS3 debate, and you know, you're going to be one or the other. But I still think for money, the S3, the interior is maybe a little bit better. But would you play that? I don't see as many Golf Rs on the road, you know.
Nah, good point. That is a good point. I think growing up, like when we were younger, the Volkswagen Golf was quite an iconic car, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
I think that's kind of stamped in me as a person.
Yeah, I mean, my dad, we go the same.
Going down that road again.
So my dad always had performance golfs. He loves a golf, and that, I was probably got that from him. You know, Mark III Golf GTI and stuff like that. But you know, I love the Mark IV R32, and then the Mark V R32.
Yeah. Right, Lenny, there's them flowers again.
It's greasy out there, isn't it?
Yeah, I know it is. Well, I am going to ask you to slow down for this hill.
Oh yeah, did I tell you about this?
Yes, you told me about this hill.
Yeah, we'll slow down. I don't want to kill you on a Sunday. You're not missing church for this, isn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I was going to say, last night I was on just Googling around, looking at like reviews on Mark 7.5 Golf R.
Yeah.
And the 0-60 time of this car is, with this gearbox, according to Evo Mag, is 4.6 seconds. I mean, that's ridiculous, man.
What, even 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that was supercar.
Well, yeah, it was supercar. I don't know what Tesla was. In a Golf. And I was like, really? Is that right? But apparently this is 4.6.
Yeah,
and then
it's got launch control.
The manual is about half second slower, which it would be.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's serious, isn't it?
That is serious.
But it makes you wonder where we're going to be in 5 years' time.
They're going to have to keep sort of squashing the numbers.
Yeah.
We're going to end up just.
But you don't need to go to be faster than that, do you? But it's such an awesome car. And you know, if you follow me on my Instagram, I go on about it all the time. But it's just, you know,
you can't get enough of it, can you?
I can't get enough of it, mate. And I've driven, you know, Ferraris, Lambos, most of the AMGs, most of the M cars, most of the Audi, you know, RS7s, R8s, RS3s.
You have driven so many cars.
Yeah, and I just cannot fault this. And whenever I post a picture of this on my Instagram, I don't know whether it's quite a cool looking car as well, being black on black on black. You know, it gets
thousands of
likes. But
people love it.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's so unassuming as well. You know,
we just lost the camera. Right, we're going to have to stop and...
I'll go round and we'll pick that up.
But on the plus side, the camera that we just lost was actually the cheap one. That's the one I use on the exterior.
Let's go round again.
So Lenny, that's a big moment, isn't it?
Yeah,
you managed to just destroy one of my cameras.
Yeah, sorry about that, mate.
We're going to see if it survives.
If it survives. They're quite hard, these things, aren't they?
Hopefully. Right, Lenny, you don't have to go so fast.
I just want to make sure it's alright.
There it is.
There it is.
Let me get my video camera on the go so everyone else can see. Right, people, you're about to see a dead GoPro.
Yeah. Sorry about that, mate.
That's all right, mate. I'll switch you to this camera here, right? And we'll go see what's going on out there. Oh man. The mounts survived. It's still recording, Lenny.
It's still recording.
It's fine.
It's still recording.
We're good. Right, so let's get back in the car. Check that out. Look,
it's still recording.
Still recording.
Beast.
Okay, so let's continue with this video.
Seatbelt.
The amount of force this car generates. I know we've got a G-force reader there.
Yeah.
We could do with trying to see what that reads.
I can't believe that's still recording.
That is still recording. That's unreal. We'll try and get this G-force meter on camera. Yep. Right, that's enough. I'm quite happy with that, Lenny. So I think we was at about 0.6 Gs. Now, I don't quite know what GTR generates, but feels so quick.
You're
It's
honestly with your sentence.
Honestly. I would like you to slow down, mate. Isn't it funny that I tell you that I'm a bad passenger and you always drive
I know,
like that?
why do I do that? That's bad. Why do I do that? It's out of order.
That is so bad.
We'll just cruise from now.
We'll just chill out.
I'm happy to cruise.
We're supposed to be talking about a car, but it is fast, as you can probably tell by.
But yeah, and do you know what? I do like the way it sort of blends in a little bit as well. So for people who don't know their cars, it's just a nice looking Golf. Do you know what I mean? Whereas
yeah.
if you see a Civic Type R rolling down the road with all the grills and vents and silly spoilers and stuff, I mean, you're going to know that that's a hot house.
Yeah.
And you know, and they're cool. You know,
They are cool.
They are cool. Like, you know, the Focus RS as well. You know, there's something for everyone. And now, I mean, if we all like the same stuff, then it'd be a very, very boring world. You know what I mean? And that's what sort of frustrates me when, you know, with the whole world of social media and stuff like that. You know, guarantee you'll just on every Golf R post you get S3's better. But it's like it's not, and it depends who you are and what you're talking about. I mean, the S3 may be better in your opinion. It doesn't like.
I think everything in the world should be considered like that. It's all relevant to the person, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all personal. Like for me, my car's perfect for me. But to be honest with you,
But then there'll be someone who will say, "Oh, why didn't you get a C63 because of the German build quality?"
Yeah.
And, you know, blah,
I get
blah,
that
blah,
all
blah.
the time. Why didn't you get an M6 or something like that, or an M4?
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's all each their own. But what I would say about this car is, what I think my conclusion of it is, I think it's like the ultimate daily car.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, you're right.
Because an S3 for me personally, I'm a bit big for. Well, the pair of us were too bloody big for an S3. They're quite small, weren't they?
Yeah, they seem, and I've been in a couple of S3s, and they do seem. I mean, they're probably the same dimensions, but they seem a little bit smaller. I don't know whether it's the dash set out or I don't know.
I don't know. So. Milltek's provided the steering wheel. We've done this already, I know, but so Milltek provided the steering wheel. Yeah. Forge Motorsport provided the dump valve.
Yeah, and the actually wheel space as well. So I've got on the Golf R, the wheels do sit in the arch quite a bit. So I wanted to just even that out a bit. So I've got 10mm on the front and 15 on the back.
Oh, fair play! I didn't even know.
Yeah, that looks
and
a little
give
bit.
the stance a little bit more aggression.
I've played with the idea of lowering it, but I just, like I say, for everyday use and stuff like that, I just don't want to get into all that. Do you know what I mean? Plus, it's, you know, it is a leased company car, so there is only so much I can only do. Yeah. Everything that I've done can be reversed in about 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
So that's important. That's a big factor.
That's a big factor. You know. Apart from that, Yanamized tinted front windows.
Okay. So the rears were already tinted?
The rears were already tinted. I went for the optional extra 90% on the back. So yeah, smoked front windows, and that's about it. Like I say, I've just done it to how I want it, and it'll probably stay like this now until the end of its
end of its term. Yeah.
Until I get my big Range Rover Sport, which is the plan.
I've got one more question.
Go on.
You're driving in individual mode at the minute, yeah?
Yeah.
So we've got different modes of driving, which I know about.
Yeah.
What's individual mode? Have you got that set up to suit you?
Yeah, so it's I think it's like normal driving mode with sport sound. So obviously this plays engine sound through the dash.
Yeah.
It's got that the fake engine.
The artificial sound.
So yeah, we'll go through that. I can't remember what is it?
We're still all right there. Yeah, we are.
Mode, individual.
I love that screen.
Yeah, so individual, I've got steering on race, so I think that makes that a little bit stiffer.
Yeah.
Drive normal, so gear changes are normal.
Yeah, it's not too sort of harsh.
Dynamic cornering is in race.
Oh really? So
yeah, so it's not. Yeah, engine sound race, so I'm getting that sound always. So there it is, mate.
I think we've summarised everything.
I think that's
the differences are quite obvious, isn't they? The screen, the screen in the middle, the dash dials, or
the layout,
that. Externally, the front bumper's a bit different. The rear bumper's a little bit.
And then obviously you've got the cool sweeping indicators now from the Audis.
That is so cool.
See, I love that. I love that as a feature.
The headlights got a different look to them, have they?
Yeah, so where the daylight running lights, they were sort of squares in the last one. Now they're just like just evil looking eyes.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it is almost as if they've taken a few things from Audi as well, you know, with the sweeping lights and stuff like that. So
wicked. I think we've covered everything. So basically, the other big thing is obviously it's got 7-speed gearbox,
which is a lot better because when because I use this to get to and from work, which is a 50-mile round trip.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm sitting chilling, I can reach about 35 miles to the gallon, something like that.
Is it any different
compared
in fuel?
to the last one? It's mad different because
really,
yeah, because you're sitting at about 80 mile an hour or 70. Sitting at 70 mile an hour, you're sitting at about 3,000 revs, but in this it's more just over 2, so that does make a massive difference.
Right,
because of the 7th gear.
Yeah, because it sort of keeps the revs at a calmer rate. Cool. I think we've just nailed that in no time at all. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
So just get some glamour shots.
Like that. So we're done, I think. We're done. So what we can do, we're going to end the video obviously with some music. I love a bit of music. Then you get some wicked outside shots. So just chill out and enjoy the next bit of the video. And we'll wrap it up.
Of things we know. Stop it.